In a landscape where financial regulations and cryptocurrency industry intersect, a groundbreaking alliance has emerged. Billionaires Elon Musk and Mark Cuban have joined forces to challenge the very institution that oversees the financial markets of the United States, the Securities and Exchange Commission, commonly known as the SEC. In a bold and unprecedented move, they voiced their support for a significant overhaul of the SEC's administrative procedures, a move that could reshape the way the agency operates and protect the rights of defendants in SEC cases. This remarkable development is sending shockwaves through the financial and legal world as it pits some of the most influential figures in the business world against a regulatory giant. In this unfolding saga, the stage is set for a clash of titans, and the implications for the financial industry and the future of regulation in the digital age are nothing short of monumental. Join us as we delve in this extraordinary partnership and the broader implications for the SEC, investors, and the future of financial regulation. But before we continue, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. The ramifications of this alliance are nothing short of momentous, and the unfolding narrative demands a deeper exploration. The complexity of the situation cannot be understated, and unraveling its many layers is vital to understanding the full extent of the controversy. It's not merely a matter of billionaires taking on the regulatory establishment, it's about the principles of justice, fairness, and the integrity of the financial system itself. As the battle lines are drawn, the figurehead of the SEC, Chairman Gary Gensler, finds himself in an increasingly precarious position. The emergence of Musk and Cuban as formidable opponents is part of a broader trend of growing opposition to the SEC's operation. To compound matters, the upcoming hearing set the stage for an intense examination of the SEC's impact on U.S. capital markets and investors, providing a public platform for scrutiny that Chairman Gensler cannot ignore. A newly scheduled hearing by the House Financial Committee's Digital Assets Subcommittee further underscores the shift occurring within the financial services sector. The hearing, titled Modernizing Financial Services Through Innovation and Competition, signifies a departure from the established norms and a move towards embracing change and innovation. All of these points to a turbulent period for the SEC and its leadership. The mounting pressure on Gary Gensler and the SEC has been magnified by a series of legal setbacks, with courts increasingly ruling against the agency's actions. In particular, the cryptocurrency industry, known for its assertive stance on regulation, has seized the opportunity to challenge the SEC. Industry giants like Coinbase have demonstrated a newfound resolve to take legal action rather than capitulate, reflecting their growing conviction in confronting the regulator. Elon Musk and Mark Cuban, prominent figures in both the tech and entrepreneurial spheres, have a reputation for refusing to back down from a fight. Mark Cuban's past victory against the SEC in 2013 served as a testament to his resilience in the face of regulatory pressure. Furthermore, Musk's well-documented history with the SEC, particularly in February 2022 when he stated, "Building a case is exactly what I've been doing," suggests a proactive stance in challenging the regulator's authority. What sets this resistance apart is the sheer financial clout and legal expertise that Musk, Cuban, and the organization they represent bring to the table. They are not the typical targets of SEC's enforcement actions, small entities that often lack the resources to mount a comprehensive defense against government agencies. This formidable opposition reflects a shift in the power dynamic between regulators and the entities they oversee. Beyond the immediate legal battle, this case highlights a broader issue within the SEC's ranks. The SEC's core mission is to protect investors and ensure the integrity of financial markets. However, allegations of deviation from this mission, driven by political influences and corruption, have cast a shadow over the agency's reputation. High profiles like Bill Hinman Ethereum situation and the actions of Gary Gensler raise questions about the agency's dedication to its core mission. Calls for reform within the SEC are gaining momentum. Congressman Warren Davidson's proposed SEC Stabilization Act, aimed at restructuring the SEC to reduce political influence and corruption, represent a significant step toward rectifying these issues. While implementing such reforms won't happen overnight, the importance of initiating the process cannot be overstated. It's a pivotal moment in the pursuit of regulatory bodies that genuinely serve the interests of the public rather than catering to the highest bidders in the financial world. As the battle intensifies and the calls for reform grow louder, we found ourselves on the precipice of change, where the outcome will undoubtedly shape the future of financial regulations and oversight in the digital age. Now, let's talk about what will happen to crypto in 2024. Major financial institutions, including Standard Chartered, plan to introduce cryptocurrency custody services in the first quarter of 2024. Standard Chartered is preparing to launch a crypto custody service for Bitcoin and Ethereum, primarily targeting institutional clients in Dubai. This service will be managed by Zodiac Custody, a well-known digital asset custodian owned by Standard Chartered. The bank has already acquired the required regulatory approvals and intends to establish cryptocurrency settlement network. This move is motivated by the increasing regulatory scrutiny in the United States, which is pushing crypto-related business to seek more favorable regulatory environments such as the UAE. With its license, Standard Chartered aims to provide its custody service on a global scale. Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz is optimistic about the approval of a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund by the end of 2023. He highlighted a recent court decision that challenged the stance of the Securities and Exchange Commission, which is putting pressure on the SEC to reconsider its position. This development aligns with growing support from lawmakers and major financial firms like BlackRock and Fidelity, who advocate for Bitcoin ETFs, believing they would enhance investor protection and accessibility to Bitcoin. Novogratz's prediction could also benefit his firm, which has partnered with Invesco on a Bitcoin ETF. The legal decision and public demand make the approval of a Bitcoin ETF in 2023 increasingly likely. Furthermore, Morgan Stanley's wealth management division suggests that crypto winter may be over, as current data indicates a positive trajectory for digital assets. Based on historical patterns, the low point of Bitcoin's price in previous crypto winters occurred around 12 to 14 months after reaching its all-time high. Bitcoin's recent performance, including a 70% increase year-to-date and a 77% recovery from its previous lows, suggests a potential end to crypto winter. Lastly, there are concerns related to cryptocurrency financing terrorism. More than 100 lawmakers led by U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren are urging top officials to share their plans to prevent crypto financing of terrorism. Recent reports suggest that crypto funds supported by the organization like Hamas raising security concerns. However, proposed legislation to address these issues have faced resistance at the committee level and is considered a long shot for approval this year. Morgan Stanley's wealth management division, in a recent post on its website, examined the state of the bear market in digital assets. According to the post, based on current data, there are signs indicating that the crypto winter may be behind us and a crypto spring may be on the horizon. The post mentioned that historically, the low point for Bitcoin in previous crypto winters has occurred around 12 to 14 months after the cryptocurrency's peak. Bitcoin reached an all-time high of around $69,000 in November 2021 and hit a low point about a year later. The post also notes that a 50% increase in Bitcoin's price from its low is generally seen as a positive sign that the trough has been reached. Currently, Bitcoin has risen 70% year-to-date and 77% from its low point last year. The extent of the drawdown in Bitcoin's price is also considered significant. Previous price drops were around 83% from their respective highs. In November 2022, Bitcoin had dropped nearly 77% to about $16,000. Additionally, the post mentioned that the reward for successfully mining a Bitcoin block is halved approximately every 4 years in an event known as the halving. This reduction in new Bitcoin supply helps reduce inflationary pressure on the cryptocurrency. On a different note, U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren and more than 100 lawmakers have called for top officials to share their plans for countering the potential use of cryptocurrencies in financing terrorism. They cited reports that crypto funds have supported organizations like Hamas in the months leading up to an attack on Israel, with Bitcoin donations being solicited directly. These lawmakers have expressed concerns about the financing of militant organizations using cryptocurrency and have requested more details on the administration plans to prevent such use. However, it's mentioned that the proposed bill addressing this issue hasn't gained significant traction in committee and remains uncertain for the current year. In the world of finance, the alliance between Elon Musk and Mark Cuban challenges the SEC, promising a transformative impact on financial regulations. In 2024, cryptocurrency custody services are on the horizon and Bitcoin ETF approval is increasingly likely. Morgan Stanley sees signs that the crypto winter may be ending. Stay tuned for updates on these dynamic shifts in finance and technology. Thank you for joining us on this journey through evolving landscapes.